Hey everybody! So today I'm just showing you a quick way to make a spiral. It's really very easy. It looks very complicated, but it's not. So here we go. I'm using a 4-inch round. It's made of cardboard, pressed cardboard. It's very sturdy, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. I'm cutting out a circle the same size as my round, and then I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to fold it in quarters. And I'm going to cut off a very small piece of the tip, very, very tiny piece. And when I open it up and I put it back on my circle, that's going to be my center mark. So now I'm putting that down. I'm going to just mark my center and we're going to begin. So I'm using Indian turquoise and white. You can use as many or as few colors as you'd like. I'm going to use 2 colors. It will help show the spiral. So I'm starting with white, and I put my center dot. You can make it as big or as little as you'd like. This one here I think is probably about 6.5 millimeter, just because I wanted to get started a little bit quicker. I mean, you can really make it any size you'd like. And I put 8 white dots around, and then I followed that up with 8 blue dots in between the turquoise. I'm going to call it blue. Quick side note, you don't have to put 8 and 8. You can put as many or as few as you'd like. That's just going to determine how many spirals you have. Now each subsequent row after that, you're going to dot with one of the colors. And now I'm right-handed, so I'm going to the right, and I'm going up and over in between the 2 dots from below. So if I'm using blue, as I am now, I'm going to go up and over to the right, and I'm going to be moving to the right of the blue and dotting there. You can go to the left if you'd like. Just for me, it's natural to go right. I'm right-handed. So you continue doing that all the way up. I'm using white. I'm going to the right of the white from the row below, and I'm going right in between the white and the blue. Now each row gets a little bit bigger, and I don't always change the tools. A lot of times I'll keep using the same tool. I'll just double dip the paint. Now I use the white tool. I have the white tool in my hand now. I used it the row below, and you can see that the dots that I'm making now are bigger, but I'm just adding more paint to my tool. So don't get too hung up on tool size. Just use whatever is going to give you the size dot that you want, and you can always dip more paint onto the tool and makes it the size that you need. So those cardboard circles that I'm using here, I buy them on Amazon. There's like 100 of them in a pack, and they're somewhere between $15 and $20, and I really like them to use for trying things out, practicing. And I've also made coasters on these. They're very nice. I finish it off with resin, and I put a cork bottom on them. I have a set that I have on my dining room table that I use all the time. Okay, here I want to show you I make a big oops. Now the white is, I'm laying down the white first, and then when I come back with the blue, you can see that I used a little bit larger of a tool. I got a little confused, and so my white dots were much smaller than my blue. So I just went back and dotted over them to make them a little bit bigger. So guys, if you haven't already done so, I'd really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I do read them, and I do answer them. I look forward to reading them. I love to hear what you all have to say. And then I'm going to finish this off with a very large, the largest tool that I have. These tools that I'm using are some of the acrylic sets that everyone seems to have. You know, the white, pink, yellow, green, blue, and the other tools like I have here. These are just some crochet hooks that have a flat back, and that's all I'm using. They're just acrylic crochet hooks. So here we are. Here's a spiral, but here's another spiral that I did. This one I actually did about 3 years ago, and this is what you can do with a spiral. I have started with a red dot, and then I did a couple of rows of just red, and then increasingly I went from red to orange, and then from orange to orange yellow, yellow to yellow green, green, and all the way up. And then I top dotted on top of that and top dotted again and again. So if you like something like that, you can have either a simple spiral like you just see there, or you can make it really, really pretty. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.